Good evening and welcome to the Expert Webinar Series. I am Pooja Sharma, your moderator and webinar organizer. Thank you for being a part of this webinar on how SAT and Advanced Placement help you in college admissions conducted by College Board. Our guest speaker for today's webinar is Ms. Lisa Jain, Country Representative India at College Board.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lisa Jain, and I'm going to take you through a brief presentation on how the SAT and AP, which is Advanced Placement, can help students stand out in the college admissions process. The SAT, as all of you probably already know, is a very critical component college application process, especially when you're applying to US colleges. So when universities look at your application, they're looking at many different things, such as your academic grades, your essays, your letters of recommendation, your extracurricular activities, and then your SAT. So it's important for you to understand why the SAT is important to universities. One of the reasons that the SAT is very, very important is because universities use it to measure very important skills in you. These skills are the skills that we test on the SAT, which is math, critical reading, and writing. The reason we test these skills and not any other skills is because over many years, research and feedback from universities has told us that these are the skills universities most important when determining whether you will be successful at college or not. And that's the reason the SAT focuses on these skills of math, reading, and writing, and it gives universities very important information about the students when they are applying to college. The second reason the SAT is very, very important is because it allows standardization. Students from around the world, from different countries, different cultures, different curriculum apply to universities. And it's very hard for admissions officers to be able to make comparisons across so many diverse sets of students without a standardized method. And that's the reason many universities choose SAT as a standardized test so that they can compare performance and compare skill levels across the board, across students from very, very diverse contexts and backgrounds. The last reason the SAT can be critical to your college application is that many universities take your performance on the SAT as a strong indicator of your ability to succeed in college, and hence they do use the SAT to take important decisions about giving out scholarships or merit-based aid. Very quickly about the structure of the SAT, it's important for you to know this if you're planning to take the exam in the next couple of years. The SAT is scored out of a total of 1,600 points, divided into two broad sections, math on 800 points and evidence-based reading and writing on another 800 points. This portion of the exam is on multiple choice question format and it lasts 3 hours. Over and above this, there is an optional essay when you take the SAT. If you choose to take the SAT essay, that is going to be an additional 50 minutes of test time. So that takes your total exam to 3 hours and 50 minutes. Whether you take the essay portion or not depends on the kind of universities you plan to apply to. Some universities require or recommend that you take the essay component, and some others don't require it. So it's very important for you to do your research and understand what kind of universities you'll be applying to so that you can decide whether you want to take the SAT with or without the essay. When should you be thinking about taking the SAT? According to us, the ideal time for you to be taking the SAT is usually when you're in grade 11 or early grade 12. The reason that it's good idea to take it in grade 11 is because compared to grade 12, you're a little bit more relaxed when you're in your 11th grade. You don't have the pressure of pre-boards or exams, and in general there's more time for preparation, so it's a good idea for you to finish off your SAT in grade 11 if possible. The other reason that I encourage students to take the SAT early rather than later is because many students around the world take the SAT more than once. They usually do that because they think that by taking a second time, they might be able to improve their score. And that's completely fine if you want to take it 2 times. However, if your first attempt itself is in late class 12, just before you're handing in your college applications, you might not have enough time to be able to take the exam again. And that's the reason it's a good idea, if you can, to plan early and take the exam in grade 11. The SAT is offered in India 6 times a year. In 2017, we will stick to the regular schedule where you will have the exam options in January, May, June, October, November, and December. From 2018 onwards, we will no longer have an administration available in January. Instead, we'll have the exam in August. So the exams will take place in May, June, August, October, November, December. You have 6 options to choose from. The registration for SAT takes place online. You have to use a credit card to make the payment. There are several test centers spread across the entire country in India. So you can choose which city and which center you want to take your exam in, pay by credit card, and register for the exam. How do you prepare for the SAT? Very quickly, the College Board has collaborated with the Khan Academy, which is an amazing organization based in the US, which allows students to understand different academic concepts using very, very interesting tools and videos on the website, the Khan Academy website. The beauty of Khan Academy is that it is a completely free of cost resource. So you don't have to pay a penny to be able to practice for the SAT on Khan Academy. We have thousands and thousands of practice questions of the SAT available on Khan Academy's website. Because Khan Academy has collaborated directly with the College Board on this, a lot of the practice questions that you see are authentic questions which have actually appeared in the exam or very similar to what appeared on the exam. There are also 6 full-length practice exams for you to practice from. You can either practice them on the computer on using the Khan Academy website, or if you prefer, you also have the option to be able to print out the answer sheet, mark out the answers on the OMR sheet, and then you can take your phone, use our app which is available on Android as well as Apple phones, scan that answer sheet and upload it back on the website, and we'll be able to score that for you. On this daily practice app, which you can download, as I said, for free on both Android as well as Apple phones, you can also see a ton of other resources that help you practice well for the SAT. For instance, we have something called Question of the Day. It allows you to practice one new question every single day. While we're talking about the SAT, it's also important for you to understand that there's another set of SAT exams called SAT subject tests. What are subject tests? Subject tests are much shorter in length. Sometimes in India, they are known by the name of SAT 2 or SAT 2. They're shorter in length, they're 60 minutes long, and they allow students to take the exam in subjects of their choice. When you are choosing the subject in which you want to take the SAT subject test, you should align it with what you hope to study in college. For instance, if you want to study engineering, you're most likely to take the subject test in physics, chemistry, and math level 2. If you want to study journalism, you're most likely going to take a subject test in English literature, right? So you can take up to 3 subject tests on one testing date. The subject tests take place on the same dates as the SAT. So 6 times a year in India. Each subject test is scored out of a total of 800 points. SAT subject tests are not compulsory. Very few universities require you to write subject tests. If it's compulsory or if they recommend it, they will mention that on the website. It's usually highly selective and competitive schools such as the Ivy Leagues, Caltech, Princeton, MIT. These are the kind of schools that require you to take subject tests, and they very clearly mention their requirement on their website. So again, it's important for you to do your research and understand university requirements before you decide which exams you need to take to improve your application. Let's move on to the Advanced Placement Program. AP, just like the SAT, is run by the College Board. So it's developed and administered around the world by the College Board. AP is slightly different from SAT in that SAT is actually just an assessment, whereas AP is actually a curriculum. So just like you as students in India might be studying CBSE, ISC, IB or A-levels in your school, lots and lots of schools, so more than 20,000 schools around the world actually teach AP courses in school. After studying the course, students take exams in AP. However, the beauty of AP is that it's very flexible. So even if you're not studying the AP course in your school, you are still able to prepare for the exam on your own and be able to take it on your own in a test center to be able to benefit from AP. What is AP? Very broadly, the AP program is a set of university level courses which you can do while you're still in school. Because they're university level, they're academically challenging and rigorous, which means that AP might not be suitable for all students. It is typically suitable for students who are highly motivated and up to take a challenge above and beyond what they are already doing in school. Because it's a university level rigorous course, it is recognized by universities around the world as a standard of academic excellence. As I mentioned before, the AP program is very flexible. What does that mean? It means that even if you're not studying it in school, you can still take AP exams. However, it also means that because it's flexible, it's not compulsory for you to take AP exams. If you think as a student you will benefit from AP, you can choose to take some AP exams. However, it's not compulsory and it's completely fine if you don't want to take any AP exams. Students actually get to choose as part of the flexibility how many AP exams they want to take. So if you decide to take them, you can take them in just one subject or you can take them in several subjects depending on what you want to achieve. You can also decide when you want to take the AP exam. Most students in India take APs at the end of grade 11. The exam takes place in the month of May. So typically students do it during the transition time between class 11 and class 12. However, there is no problem if you want to take the AP exam after class 12 as well. That is also a possibility. And for certain subjects, if you feel prepared early on, you can also choose to take AP exams before class 11. So as early as class 10, for a few subjects, you can take the AP exams then. Very, very rarely, some students also take it after grade 9. However, I strongly advise students to wait till grade 11 or at least till grade 10 to take AP exams. Just for your understanding, AP is a very, very large program. It's been administered in thousands and thousands of schools around the world and is very well recognized by universities around the entire world. Last year, so earlier this year, in fact, we had more than 22 lakh students take more than 45 lakh AP exams around the world. And they took scores from these exams and sent them to more than 3,000 universities spread across 65 countries. So AP is an extremely global and well-recognized curriculum and set of exams. What is unique about the AP is how it started. AP was actually started in a very, very unique and special way where university professors and high school teachers came together to create a program that would bridge the gap between the level of learning between school and college. Hence, several prestigious universities, including the kind of universities whose logos you see on your screen right now, such as Stanford, Yale, Harvard, Princeton, Berkeley, Purdue, NYU, and several other universities and their professors are actually involved in creating the AP course content and AP exams. So university professors work with high school teachers to create AP curriculum. This is very unique because there's no other curriculum in the world that is designed in collaboration between university and school professors. Why is this important? Because it helps you understand what the benefits of AP are and how it can help you with college admissions. There are 3 distinct benefits of AP, and I'll explain each of them to you in detail. The first benefit is that it can help you stand out and gain advantage in admissions. Number 2, it can help you earn college credits. Number 3, it can help you be better prepared with skills that you will need in order for you to succeed at college. Let's start with the first one. As I mentioned, AP is very flexible and it is not compulsory for you to do AP exams. What that means is if you actually take on the challenge of AP, it's a very, very positive signal in your college admissions process. The message that you're giving out to the college admissions officer is that you have gone above and beyond what was required of you and you've challenged yourself to something very, very rigorous, and so you are very well prepared for university. This benefit is especially important for those students who are applying to highly selective and highly prestigious and competitive universities in the US or elsewhere. Because you're trying to differentiate yourself from the others, AP is one way. Mind you, it's not the only way, but AP is one way in which you can really stand out in your college admission process. The second big benefit of AP is that it allows you to earn college credits. Essentially, what are college credits? In order for you to graduate from college in 4 years, you are required to earn a certain number of credits at that college. On average, you require 120 credits to graduate from college. How do you earn those credits? Over the 4 years you're at university, every time you finish a single course, once you complete that course and exam successfully, the college assigns certain number of credits to you. It could be 8 credits, 5 credits, 10 credits, 12 credits. It depends on the way the college has their calculation done. Only when you reach the required number of credits that college needs, for example, 120 credits, only then can you graduate from that college. What AP allows you to do is it allows you, if you do well in AP exams and if you score well, it allows you to earn some of those credits before you even reach college. Okay. Many universities in the US, so more than 90% universities and colleges in the US will give you college credits on the basis of AP exam scores. The other thing colleges do is they give you something called advanced placement. What that means is that they might not assign you with college credits and waive off your. However, they will allow your AP score to be a substitute for some of their introductory level courses. For instance, if you've done AP microeconomics and as part of your degree, you have to take a compulsory introductory course to micro. If you've done well in your AP exam, the university might tell you that we will exempt you from doing that intro level course in microeconomics. You can straight away jump to a higher level course. So with AP, you get this big benefit of being able to earn credit and or placement. How does that help you? It can help you in a number of ways. If you've earned certain number of college credits before you even start university, you might be able to finish your college graduation requirements in 3 or 3.5 years instead of 4 years, and hence be able to save 6 months of tuition and living expenses. Or you might be able to complete more than the required number of courses in those 4 years and be able to get a double major or a major and a minor in 4 years. Some students will also be able to finish their undergraduate and their master's degree in 4 years because of the number of credits they've earned, which allows them to save time. For some other students who might not want to use their credits to waive off courses, they might be able to take 6 months off and go do an internship or go traveling or do study abroad for a semester. So AP credits can help you with a lot of different options and provide you with flexibility in how you decide to live your university life. Where can you actually earn credits and where do you get the benefit in admissions with AP? In the US, as I said, more than 90% of universities recognize AP as part of the admissions process and they give you credits for it. In Canada, in UK and in Germany, all universities recognize AP in admissions. In some of these countries, some universities will also give you credits as I just explained. Let's look at an example of how college credits are. It's very important for you to understand that different colleges have different policies for granting credit, and it's very, very important for you to do your research and understand which university is giving how many credits for which AP exam and for what score. Let's look at a screenshot right now from the Stanford University page on the College Board website. We have a course called Calculus AB and a course called Calculus BC. Calculus BC is a slightly higher level AP course, typically done by students interested in engineering or the sciences. What Stanford is saying is that if you get a score of 3 out of 5, so 5 is the maximum score you can get in an AP exam. If you get a score of 3 out of 5, Stanford will give you 5 credits on for your Calculus BC exam performance. If you get 4 on 5 or 5 on 5 in your AP exam, Stanford will give you 10 credits for that. Just like this, Stanford has listed out how many AP credits they give for each and every AP exam, and every university lists this out separately This information is available on the College Board website, and it's also available on the university's own website. So please do your research. The last benefit of AP is that it can help students build very important skills which they will require at university in order to be successful. So AP is very different from Indian style exams in CBSE and ISC. It is very focused on practical thinking, on critical thinking, on problem solving, and all the other skills that are required in order for you to succeed in college. So it's very, very good exposure and practice to the kind of studies you'll be exposed to at university. What are AP exams like? AP exams are administered each year on the same dates around the world in the month of May. So in the first 2 weeks of May, on different dates, different AP subject exams are held. AP exams are anywhere between an hour and a half to about 3 hours to 3.5 hours long, depending on the subject. Each exam consists of multiple choice questions and free response or essay style questions. Exams are scored on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 is the highest score you can get. Most universities give you credits for scores of 3 and above. In India, we have AP exam centers in more than 18 cities around the country. We open registrations for AP exams in the month of February every year. So you register for the exam in February and March, and you take the exams in May. Each AP exam costs roughly around 9,000 rupees. This is a list of exams that are available in India. There's lots and lots of options to choose from in sciences, history, social science, math, languages, arts, lots and lots of options for students to choose from. How do you decide which AP exams you should take? Obviously, you should take AP exams in subjects you're good at and that you're interested in. So if there's a particular subject you want to study in college, it's a good idea for you to take an AP exam in that subject. Sometimes students might be interested in a subject that they've not been able to study in school and you just want to explore that area. You can take your AP exam in that subject also. Some universities in the US have something called general education requirements. What that means is no matter what you want to study in college, some universities will make it compulsory for you to take certain courses. So for example, US history or psychology or calculus. If the universities you're applying to have a particular general ed requirement and you want to take an AP exam to be able to complete that gen ed requirement, if they give you credit for it, you can also take AP exams keeping that in mind. Very quickly at the end, I just want to talk about the differences between AP and SAT subject tests. SAT subject tests are testing knowledge that you've gained in school. It's typically class 11 syllabus. AP exams, on the other hand, are testing by definition university level knowledge while you are still in school. So it's slightly more rigorous. Okay. SAT subject tests take place 6 times a year, as I said. AP exams only take place in the month of May. For SAT is usually a part of the college admission process. So universities will tell you if they require subject tests. AP, on the other hand, is not a compulsory part of the college application. It is something you do over and above the general requirement to enhance or boost or improve your application. Lastly, with SAT subject test, you cannot earn college credits. With AP exams, you can earn college credits. Thank you. That is the end of the presentation. If you have any questions, I believe you can send them to the organizers of the conference at Univariety, and they will be able to forward the questions to me, and I will provide answers to all of them. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Lisa, for hosting this webinar. It was an informative session for our students. And dear students, for all your queries, please write to us at guideme@univariety.com and your queries shall be answered. Thank you so much.